Hi, Miss Cindy. Are you ready? Can we start recording now? Okay. Can I call you Miss Cindy or Saidi? Which one?
Anything you want. Any way you want.
Okay. In Korea, Jaijin seyo, Jenny seyo. Is it
Yeah.
correct? Apa
You
kabar?
mean 안녕하세요, right? 잘 지내.
잘 지내세요?
Oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, it's right.
Thank you again for making time for this interview. I really appreciate it. I am Nurul Karunisa Minas Abdullah from the Malaysian Customs Narcotics Division. This interview is part of my university assignment on intercultural communication. Since you recently came to Malaysia for the operation, I thought you will be the right person for me to interview because the assignment required me to interview someone from another country. You already shared your detailed answers earlier, so today I will just go through a few main questions for the recorded season. All right, Miss Cindy, I will start with the first question. Can you please introduce yourself, your name, your position, and your department in Korea Customs?
I'm Solidu. You can call me Cindy from the Korea Customs Service. And then I'm Senior Officer of Narcotic Division in Incheon International Airport Customs.
Okay, thank you. Next, you mentioned before that you studied at University Malaya. Can you share what course you took and how long you stayed in Malaysia at that time?
I studied international trade and business in UM for 1 year, 2013 and 2014.
All right, Miss Cindy. How would you describe your communication experience with Malaysian, both when you were a student and also during the MK Dragon 2 operation?
My communication experience with the Malaysians has always been very positive, and Malaysians are very kind, gentle, and easy to talk to. Whether when I was a student or during MK Dragon 2, and of course there are small language barriers, but nothing difficult. Then I think that we just needed a bit more effort to make sure the messages was clear.
Okay, moving on. For your experience, what the biggest cultural difference between Malaysian and Korean?
Cultural differences. I think that the one clear cultural differences I noticed between the Korean and Malaysian is I think the food, the spices used in Malaysian food, such as sambal sauce, are not very familiar to Korean. So some of my team members actually really hard to eat. But I'm fortunately able to adapt well. But some of my friends didn't quite like them. So, and another difference is that unlike Malaysians, we tend to prefer drink coffee rather than tea. Yeah, that is the cultural differences I feel.
Okay. What cultural similarities do you think both countries share?
What I found mostly we are very similar. Our most similar culturally is that both culture, focused on more community than on the individuals.
Now, Miss Cindy, in your opinion, do Malaysians communicate more directly or indirectly compared to Korean?
I think that the communication styles of both Malaysian and Koreans are similar. We tend to prefer an indirect way of communicating rather than the direct one. But I felt that these days Koreans tend to be more direct in the way they communicate.
All right, next question. When you interact with Malaysian, do you feel Malaysia has lower or higher power distance compared to Korea?
I feel that Malaysians has a low power distance compared to Korean. In our organizations, we are really the high power. We have a really high power distance, and then in my case, if I'm not close to my boss, it's really hard to speak freely or say no, even if I disagree with their instructions. But I feel that in Malaysia, the atmosphere seems more relaxed and relaxed compared to Korea. Yeah.
Okay. Like today, right?
Yeah. I feel that there's more relaxed than the Korean.
Yeah. And for the last question, Miss Cindy, would you like to visit or live in Malaysia again in future, and why?
I think that I want to live in Malaysia again because I feel that I'm quite familiar with the Malaysian culture and like a full atmospheres like compared to the other countries. And since I have so many memories there, so I feel really attached to the place. So I hope to have a chance to visit or live Malaysia again in the near future.
Yeah, that's all, Miss Cindy. Thank you so much for your time today. Kamsahamnida.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Your insight really helped me understand intercultural communication better, and they will be very useful for my assignment. I truly appreciate your help and kindness. I hope we can meet again in Malaysia or Korea, maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day meet in the Korea again later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minayo.
또 만나요.
또 만나요. Okay,
You're really good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.